Good evening, good evening. Welcome to Truth Unsighted Podcast. This is your host, V Rod. We are here doing the 10-minute take, discussing Russia. President Trump is angry at Vladimir Putin because he is saying that Vladimir Putin, he says nice things, but he's bullshitting most of the time. Not happy at all with Vladimir Putin. I know Russia. I know that Donald Trump's part of the campaign was that he was able to, he will be able to finish the Ukraine-Russian war in 24 hours. It's been 6 months and then some since the year began, but definitely 6 months since he took over, and he is still not able to negotiate this into a ceasefire or at least some productive peace talks. I know he's done a really good job when it comes to creating peace or preventing some nuclear wars between Pakistan and India. And even though he bombed Iran, Iran has no nuclear weapons now to be able to be a threat. So he's able to do that and start peace talks on that end. Not sure how that's going to end because all the animosity is still fresh on that end. Um, I know that he had the African countries come in and stopping a war, a very vicious war that was for years, which he does get credit for. But then we still have the Russian Ukraine war. I mean, for Russia, it's a lot of casualties. Over a million casualties. 250,000 Russians killed in that war. For Ukraine, 400,000 casualties overall. 60 to 100,000 death. That's the average when it comes to Russian. When it comes to Ukraine, Trump did in his first term help Ukraine out. Gave him $2.1 billion worth of military equipment, training, but withheld 400 million in 2019 uh, to Ukraine, which happened as far as somebody this time around stopped some of the shipments going to Ukraine, which Russia did take advantage because they started bombing the hell out of Ukraine. Russia did not hold back and started bombing. Not only they didn't start bombing the actual, where all the troops are, not where the military is, but the actual cities with hundreds of drones. Kiev and all the surrounding cities are being bombed right now by Ukraine. By Russia. What happens now? What happens with what is Trump supposed to do? What he wants to do? I know sanctions might be coming. I know the Senate uh, started drawing up some sanctions and some secondary sanctions for all the other countries that will will try to aid Russia or participate in trying to at least help Russia in any way, shape, or form. I know it's definitely different with what uh, Trump was saying in the beginning when even we had the exchange with Zelensky at the Oval Office, and everybody did not like that. Everybody was, on edge when it comes to Zelensky and how that, he should be grateful that the U.S. has been helping him out. The numbers as far as what the U.S. was helping Ukraine, it was up and down, but it was in the hundreds, and 120 billion. Really, it was what they were helping them with. They're running out of Patriot missiles, and that's why a lot of drones, a lot of these ballistic missiles are getting through. They went from 98% as far as being able to defend the skies to 95% now to 70% because they don't have the uh, necessary equipment to be able to shut down or shoot down the missiles or drones by Russia. As far as Russia, there's different countries that are helping uh, Russia when it comes to um, military equipment, drones, and everything else. You could say China is one of those countries. You still have North Korea, you have Iran, Belarus, um, that they are helping. They're helping Russia, and they have South North Koreans are helping Russia as well against the Ukrainians. So you have, let me see here, you have North Korea, China, Iran, Belarus, and they have some mercenaries from other countries trying to help out Russia. When it comes to Putin, I mean, I know there were some arguments that said Putin wanted to have some type of peace, some type of negotiations, even though when he, in the early 2000s, when he became president, something about he told asked Bill Clinton and George W. Bush as far as if he could join NATO. Well, for those who don't know, NATO was formed to be able to defend themselves against Russia. There's a lot of requirements to be able to join NATO before you get to join NATO. And that's why you have countries like, I think it was Finland, another country that were able to join. I see I have it here. Join join NATO recently, and that it doesn't. It's not something that's guaranteed. You have to have transparency. You have to have a lot of things as far as you can't be attacking your own people or certain groups to be able to join NATO. So Russia is one of the. I know they talked about Ukraine being very corrupted. Ukraine, out of 180 countries, they're 105 as far as most corrupted. So it has corruption. That's something that they've been trying to work on. But an even more corrupt country than Ukraine is Russia, which is, I think, 155 or 150 out of 180. So nothing to brag about when it comes to Russia, because they are one of the most um, one of the most uh, countries as far as that fraud, corruption, everything goes as far as when it comes to 154 place is Russia out of 180, and Ukraine's 105. Okay, so even though he talked to Clinton, even talked to Bush, he never officially applied, which means he never officially got denied. But based on corruption and everything that they have done since, and people killed, and the fact as far as the controlling the internet, the media, everything will be, even if he were to apply back then or even now, it will be something that will not go through. When it comes to one thing that I did look at, and I looked at from September of last year, there was an issue with Tim Pool and Tenet Media as far as him and other influencers getting paid to distribute Russian propaganda. Um, People like Dave, allegedly, of course, people like Dave Rubin, Benny Johnson, Lauren Chen, um, commentators, right wing commentators, that were able to spew Russian propaganda. And the thing is, since then, I've seen an increase as far as Russian propaganda when it comes to most right wing um, outlets, podcasts, and so forth. So, as far as 20 billion impressions output as far as when it comes to this company, and a surge as far as Telegram image value of 8,925%. So you still have those robots out there. You still have these materials out there when it comes to TikTok and so forth as far as Russia propaganda. So hopefully something comes about. Hopefully these sanctions come through. Hopefully no more people get killed. A lot of innocent people getting killed in this conflict, but wanted to talk about real quick about the truth and the facts. That's about it. I will see you next time. You like our content, please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Until next time, check it out. Bye bye.